What's going on, guys? I work on this drag beetle today, so I get you some videos of this. Had some other stuff going yesterday and didn't get a chance to get to it, but gonna try to do it today. Gotta get some tires coming and stuff like that. I gotta try to figure out something with the wheels. I don't think I'm gonna be able to use these wheels over again. I don't think I'll be able to get the slick off and the new ones on there safely. So shop's sort of a mess. Got to clean up today. Looks like a bomb went off in here. So yeah, first thing we're gonna do is clean up and let it warm up in here. It's not hot enough yet. It's only 80 degrees. It's 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. So another hour or two, that thing will go up another 20 degrees. We'll be in the hundreds where it's comfortable to work. It's a little too cool right now. And we'll try to get some stuff done. I got a full spot to fix on the front of the bus there, and maybe a little wet sanding on that at the end of the day when it cools off some. And we got to do a detail to this Mercury here and touch up some paint here and there. I might paint the rear bumper, touch up that applique on the front bumper, maybe paint the moldings, give it a good detail. And I'm going to cut this one loose. This was my sister's car. It's only got 80,000 miles on it, but I don't drive it much. Need some tires, and to save me from spending money on another car that I really don't need, I'm gonna go ahead and clean it up and pass it on down the road. So try to sell this one, get $2,000 or $1,500 or something for it, you know. Like I said, it does have super low mileage, 89,000, so under 90. And I think she's the second owner, and she didn't take really good care of it, you know. That's why it's a little ragged out. So I'm gonna try to clean some of that up, clean the interior, spruce the outside up a little bit, and get rid of that. So maybe that'll give me some slick money. So yeah, that's what's going on. And I want to thank everybody for pushing the record button, as they call it, making the videos. So Street Rodder 100 put a video up. Chief Neil's putting videos up again, and I'm sure I'm forgetting guys. A lot of guys are putting videos up again. Saw HPR put one up the other day, so it's good to see some of you guys again. Saw that Angie and Matt and Jim put a video up of a car show. Really cool. Cool to see that car going down the road. And yeah, so pretty cool stuff out there in the YouTube garage. And a lot of words of encouragement lately, you know. People sending me emails telling me that they like my channel and you need to hang in there, don't stop making videos, stuff like that. And it's all important. I started doing this a couple years ago now, and right after my neck surgery, I figured I'd try to come out in the garage and do a few videos and pay it forward a little bit, you know, maybe spread the knowledge around and show people what I know, not necessarily how to do it, but what I know, and show them the Matrix line. I like using Matrix. We sell it, so thought I'd show people that. Got Andrea just pulled up. She just sold the house this morning, so all happy. You ready?
He's there. I just wanted to make sure you were ready. I blew past here and had to turn around.
Yeah, the key's on the front tire. Yeah, anyway, so that was Andrea. She's running around like a chicken today. Sold the house this morning, so she went and did that. And man, it's hot. It's gonna be a hot one today. 90% humidity already, so we're breathing water today. But getting back to the YouTube channel, you know, I met a lot of good guys, a lot of good friends, a lot of people that are in the same business that I am, or was, the auto body field. I met a lot of guys that can't do it anymore, sort of like me, you know. They're, oh, let me see if I can put this here. You know, they're looking for something to do, looking for something to watch, and YouTube's good for that. You know, you can always check out a video on something that you're interested in, whether it be cars or music, guitars, whatever. So I've made a lot of different friends, some out of the auto body business, some you know, in different things. And it amazes me the amount of people that watch my videos. I never thought that you know, I'd have 500 people watch a video. I've got some of them that have 10,000, 20,000 views on them, which is amazing to me. You know, I try to put up videos and show you how I do stuff, and you know, how I've had luck doing things over the 30 years that I've been doing it. I'm winding it down now. You know, it's not something that I look to do every day. You know, I do it every once in a while. It's something that I fall back on. It's the one skill that I seem to have retained. A lot of you guys know I was in an accident. I got in a car accident and broke my back. I was getting surgery done, and they dropped me off the table and broke my nose, broke all my teeth out. That was the second bad thing that happened. And then the third thing that happened was this wheel. A lot of you guys are new to my channel, but this is a wheel off my race car, and I was putting some drag radials on this, and the rim exploded, broke my arm, about ripped it off, the elbow there, and broke my neck. So I've had a lot of wake-up calls. The last one sort of got my attention, you know, and I figured I'd come out in the garage and turn the camera on. I watched YouTube for a long time before I pushed the record button, and you know, watched a lot of people's videos to pass the day and make the time go by. And I know there's a lot of guys that watch my videos for the same reason. I have to admit, you know, after a couple years of doing it, I started getting aggravated with people leaving the thumbs down, shitty comments, you know, their opinion. When you do it for 30 years, you know, a lot of people will tell you that there's no set way to do body work, and there's many different ways. And the truth of the matter is, there really isn't many different ways. There's only a few different ways to do it. You know, if you want to do it right, there's a procedure to follow. If you're in the business now, if you're in the automotive business, the auto body business, and you repair cars, you better have some Mitchells on demand on how to repair the car to the OEM standard. The OEM standard is some language that you'll hear if you're in the auto body business. If you ever go to court, it's how you'll be challenged, how your repair will be challenged. Doesn't matter if you have 50 years experience and you think that it's the way to fix the car. The only thing that stands up in court anymore is the automotive industry standard, and that's the OEM guideline on how to repair a car. The only two manufacturers anymore that don't have a manufacturer's guideline to follow would be Hyundai and I think Kia. So those would be the only two cars that are available to safely buy at an auction, take to your house, and butch and you know, sell to somebody and not be liable, because they've left it up to your interpretation on how to fix the car. But yeah, so you know, anything from fixing a dent to putting a frame rail in, to sectioning a rear frame rail, to putting a door skin, there's an OEM standard on how to repair that car, and it's available. There's information online for it. There's different servers that you can subscribe to get that information. And if you have a body shop and you're repairing cars for a living professionally, this the auto body business is really changing. You know, the way it's doing business. We used to have just a frame report we have to do, pre-accident condition and then post-accident, so the customer could look and see that their frame was in specs. Used to be within 2 millimeters when I was doing it. We used what they call the Shark, and I've used the Chief measuring system. So they measure the car basically as the car comes in, to show you the pre-accident damage, where the damage is at, where's the car swayed to, and you know, as you pull the car, you can watch it live on the screen to make sure you're not damaging the car and it's coming back to where it's supposed to be. Now they've gone one step further and required a weld report. A lot of these insurance companies require a weld report now, and what that is they have smart welders, and The welder determines what type of steel it is, how much pressure per square inch it takes to weld that metal, and how many welds are on the panel from the factory, and make sure that you put all the welds back in each spot. So they're trying to take it out of the little guy's hand. So I'm getting out of the auto body business right at the right time, I think. I saw it coming when I was doing body work at Toyota. I was constantly having to go to classes, and they were wanting to make us more and more responsible and liable for our work. Used to be you'd work at the shop, and the manager or the owner of the shop almost always dictates the repair or how the repair will be done. And I found it to be quite a conflict to have to be responsible and not have the reins on how the job was repaired. So even before my accident, I knew that I'd be getting out of the auto body business. If you go to an ICAR class and you sit in on one, or if you go to ASE class, you'll notice that there's not a lot of young guys in those classes. It's a lot of the old dogs getting retrained. Young people tend not to get into the automotive, the auto body business. The mechanical side's got a lot more young people in it, but the auto body business is sort of old goats, And a lot of that's just because there's no women in body shops, you go to work and you see guys all day. You work on cars and you do mechanical work, there's always that hot chick that comes in. So when you're young picking a career, it's hard to talk somebody into going to the body shop business. But anyway, back to why I do the videos. Like I said, I sort of got aggravated with it. I was doing a lot of how-to videos and this and that, showing people different stuff, and it just got hard seeing people do it backwards, or see people that I've sort of liked, not taking the advice and going down the wrong road. I know it's going to happen 3 or 4 years from now. I've done it before. I've taken those shortcuts, and we all have to learn from our mistakes. And that's the beauty about YouTube. You got older guys that are teaching the younger guys what not to do and what to do. And a lot of times they take it wrong. They might take it as you're just telling them how to do something and you know everything. And I've learned mostly by my mistakes. And when you learn from a mistake, you never forget. When you learn out of a book, you almost have to make that mistake for it to sink in. So a lot of what I show you guys is just from experience, from doing it, and knowing what's going to be around the corner, knowing what's going to happen a year or 2 years from now, after you think you've done a great job on your car and little rust spots start popping out everywhere, or little bubbles start coming up. I've seen all that stuff, man. I've seen every bad paint job that you could possibly think of. I've seen, I worked at a shop one time, and this guy was probably one of the best mud guys I've ever seen in my life. I mean, he could make anything out of Bondo, almost to the point where it was ridiculous. He used to like take the shavings off the floor. You'd use a cheese grater and you take that stuff and he'd throw it back in his Bondo. And I used to think, man, that's crazy. I was about 19 years old when I worked for that guy, though, and I had no place telling the owner that he was crazy. And he did that for about a year. I worked for him and never saw anything bad come from it. And I remember he did a Ranchero Red, like a Viper Red, and it was a beautiful single stage job. It just looked great, man. And the guy called about a month later and said that he's getting big bubbles in his paint. And we went to his place of business, and my boss took his putty knife and dug out a couple of the bubbles, and it was that Bondo where it wasn't mixed up. The strands that had already been hardened had air around them, and he ended up having to strip that whole car down. And he didn't put Bondo chunks in his Bondo anymore after that. So he learned a hard lesson. So that's why it makes it hard when I tell somebody to do something, or they ask me and I show them, and then they'll go a totally different way and do it the way they think's best. So that sort of discouraged me for a little while from making the videos, and I slowed down quite a bit on the how to do it videos and stuff. And I just let everybody else, do their thing, see who else would make some videos, and usually the guys that give you a hard time, you know, they say they can do this, and you know, they don't tell people that, and you know, you shouldn't say that, and man, that's not the way I would do it. But those people don't ever pick the camera up and make a video. You know, they just want to mouth off and tell everybody that that's not how they do it, but they don't want to pick the camera up and actually make a video and show you how to do it their way. You know, God forbid, because you know it's gonna, you know, shit on you. But so it got a little discouraging there, and I sort of stopped making videos for a while. But I'm back into it now because I get way more out of it than I, you know, more flack from the haters. I don't think I have enough haters to keep me from making the videos. I've come to realize that there's a lot of good people that watch my videos, and a lot more people get stuff out of them than don't like them. So yeah, that's what I'm up to. Somebody was asking about the wheel deal, and this is the wheel that blew up on me, you know. And I still keep it around just to remind me not to do stupid shit. So yeah. What's up, kitty cat? So let me call this the morning vlog. We'll cheat this one up. I got to get OB10's fender back on this car before he notices it's missing, and clean the shop up, stuff like that. And just thanks again to all you guys that are popping the videos up, all the kind words. There's been some good videos lately. I know a lot of you guys watch Pete over there, Southwest Rod and Customs, and some of his videos lately really have gotten my attention. You know, his friend Leon died from painkillers. And I'm sort of in that situation. You know, I got doctors that are wanting to medicate me, cram that shit down my throat just to shut me up, make me happy. I see videos like that, and it makes me want to fight even harder. So then he puts the video up about his sister. I mean, you know, Pete puts some really good videos up. A lot of his videos that I like aren't auto body related. The lessons in life, I think, are what I take from that guy. Not being able to pay the bills when the pipes break in his building. He's no different than any of us. You know, it's week to week. And usually if you throw a wrench in somebody's week, it will mess it up. So it's how we deal with that, how we recover. And that makes us what we are. All right, hope I didn't bore you guys to death. I'm gonna try to get shit going here. I got stuff to do. People to see. Hans is home, so I want to get on the Titone, get the tranny out of that, and so I'm going to concentrate on the stuff we talked about, though. Maybe some Bondo, some fiberglass on that in the front, a little primer. We're going to detail this, and then we're going to pull the motor out of the old race car, get all the wheels off, check the brakes, tighten all the bolts and stuff like that. So what's the matter? Huh? All right, where are you going? All right, guys, let me turn this off, and we'll talk to you guys in a little while.